students, I am Safia, your science teacher. Today we are going to start a new lesson. So that lesson is rocks and minerals. Let us see how these two are related here. You know, rocks, we see rocks when we are traveling somewhere. You can see different types of rocks. Some are pinkish in color, some are creamish in color. You know that even the chalk which we use is also made up of rock, but it is soft rock. Okay, so the marble, you know, Taj Mahal, it is one of the 7 wonders. Taj Mahal is made up of marble. Marble is a soft rock. And not only that, in New Delhi we have Red Fort. Okay, Red Fort, where every year our Prime Minister will be hosting the flag. Okay, that Red Fort is also made up of rock. So the monuments which were built in the history, all those maximum they are made up of rock and as well as the clay. So today we are going to learn about what are rocks and what are minerals. So what rocks are made up of? Rocks are made up of minerals. Based on the mineral content, we can decide what kind of rock it is. As I said, rocks are made up of minerals, and quality and quantity of the rock depends on the minerals present in it. Based on the different types of minerals present in it are deposited in it, rocks are divided into 3 types. Rocks are divided into 3 different types. First one is igneous rocks. Second are sedimentary rocks. And the third are metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic. So as I said, rock is made up of minerals. So rock is a natural non-living thing. The quality and the quantity of the rocks depends on the minerals deposited in it. Based on the mineral content, rocks are divided into 3 different types. First one is the igneous rock, second is the sedimentary, and the third one is the metamorphic rocks. So let us learn about the rocks in detail. The first about the rock which we are going to learn is the igneous rock. So we are going to learn first about the igneous rocks. So how these rocks are formed? These rocks are formed because of the lava. So what is lava? Let us find out. So these are the base of all the plains, ocean beds, mountains. So these rocks will be formed because of lava, as I said. So how this lava will be erupted? So under the ground, in the pockets of the earth, there is a hot liquid. The hot liquid is present under the ground. And that liquid, as it will be always present, but after some time, because of some pressure from where the pressure is getting, from surroundings of that magma, that hot liquid, and that rocks will push this liquid outside. It will push that liquid upwards, and as a result, what happens? That magma, that hot liquid will be coming out. The hot liquid which is present in the earth's surface is called as magma. So the hot liquid which is present in the pockets of the earth is called as magma, and this magma, because of the pressure of the surrounding rocks, it will come out from the mountain. For example, like this, here the hot liquid is present, that is magma. So because of the pressure from the surrounding rocks, this magma, hot liquid, will be coming out, and this liquid when it comes on the surface, it is called as lava. It is called as lava. So this lava, what happens, it will be cooling down. Now when it comes out, it is very hot, it is a hot liquid as we are saying. So when this hot liquid will be coming on the surface, automatically it will become cool. So when in the process of cooling, different types of rocks will be formed. So hot liquid magma came out of this rock, okay, and it has changed into lava. This lava will be flowing here and there, and if based on how much time it is taking to stop or how much time it is taking to cool down, again we have different types of igneous rocks. So the first one which we are going to see is a granite. Granite is a igneous rock. It is a common igneous rock. You know, we use this granite in many ways. If for construction of houses, for construction of foundation, basements, I can say, for construction of roads or compound walls, they'll be using this granite. It is a common form of igneous rock. How it is formed? By the cooling down of lava. So this lava will take some time to cool down. When it cools down, it forms into granite, and granite is hard. The color of the granite depends on the amount of minerals present in them. So the minerals present in the granite are quartz and so the three minerals which are present in a granite are quartz, feldspar, aresolite, feldspar, and then mica. These are the minerals present in the igneous rock granite. So granite has many uses. How granite is formed? When lava will be cooling down, and this lava, when the lava will cool down quickly and as well as slowly. The slowly cool down lava will change into granite. Lava, it will be very hot, okay, the hot liquid which is present, magma, is very hot. It can even burn people, it can change the people into ash. That much hot it will be. When it comes out, it is called as lava. So lava will take some time to cool down. So when it is taking more time, when the lava is getting slowly, it is getting cooled, then it will form as the granite. So granite contains quartz, feldspar and the mica. These are the minerals present in the granite. And the color of the granite, you see, it is creamish or pink in color. That is because of the content of feldspar. How much of percentage of feldspar is present? Based on that, the granite can be of any color. But it is very strong igneous rock, and it is very common. We will use that in our day-to-day life, in constructions and all, in construction of houses, bridges, roads, etc. Other igneous rock is pumice. Pronunciation is pumice. So here, it is also an igneous rock. It is also formed by the cooling down of lava. And these pumice rocks have holes in it. Holes and pockets are present in this rock. Why? How holes and pockets are present? That is because when the lava is cooling down, at the time when this pumice is forming, gases are present inside at the time of formation. So when that gases will be liberated out, then automatically it will leave the empty space as the holes or as the pockets. Pumice is light colored lava. Okay, it is light colored. It is not that much dark as granite or any other igneous rocks, but it is very light colored. Creamish colored pumice you can find, or you can get the pumice which is of creamish color or light colored lava. And this pumice, as it has good quality, it is used by dentists. Dentists use this powder of this pumice. Pumice is crushed, and the powder of this pumice is used for cleaning of our teeth. Like if you go to dentist, if someone who is suffered with fluorosis is a disease caused by drinking water which contains more fluorine. So what is the effect means your teeth will change into yellow color. Even though you are eating something, even though you are brushing your teeth properly, even though whatever you are doing, but your teeth will be getting yellowish layer, and it will be like, it won't be good, it will be rough. So what happens then, to remove that yellowish color, the cleaning of our teeth will be done. Okay, polishing of our teeth will be done. Polishing of the teeth will be done by using the powder of rock. What is that rock here? Pumice. Pumice is also an igneous rock. It is also formed when the lava has cooled down. And then other rock is obsidian. Obsidian is also an igneous rock. It is formed when the lava has cooled down, and this obsidian is very sharp. It is like glass. It looks like the glass, black glass. Because of this property, obsidian is used for making the sharp objects. Igneous rock is the basalt. The salt. This is also formed by the lava, but here granite, it is formed when the lava will cool down slowly, but basalt is formed when the lava will cool down quickly. As soon as the lava is cooling down, the first rock which we get is the basalt, and later on, afterwards, when it will cool down slowly, at that time we will get the granite. So basalt is also used. It is in the form of powder. It is completely powder, and it has only tiny crystals in it. Basalt has tiny crystals in it. Whereas granite is it looks like, granite, and pumice is having the pores or the holes in it, and obsidian it is also a rock. So this basalt is like the powder, and it has tiny crystals. These all have big crystals, and these are like the rock. But this is like the powdery form, and it has tiny crystals. All these four are igneous rocks. These are formed because when the lava or the magma and lava will be cooled down, these types of rocks are formed. And igneous rocks are the base of mountains, plains, and the ocean beds. And this hot liquid magma will come upwards because of the pressure applied by the surrounding rocks. And as it comes out, it is called as lava. When lava cools down, based on the mineral content and all, the rocks are divided. The color of the granite, it can be green or pink because of the feldspar, content of the feldspar. And what are the minerals present in the granite? Quartz, feldspar, and mica. Pumice contains holes because of the formation of the pumice. Here, what happened? Gases are present in that. When the gases will escape, they will leave the empty spaces like holes. And this pumice is used as a powder. It is made into powder and used for cleaning of our teeth. Obsidian is used because it looks like a black glass. It is very sharp. So sharp objects are made by using obsidian. Then basalt, it has tiny crystals and it has powder in it. So this was about the igneous rocks. Other kind of rocks are sedimentary rocks. Major earth surface is having these sedimentary rocks. So sedimentary rocks are formed because of the sand, clay, mud which is brought from the oceans and the seas. And the sedimentary rocks will be formed as layers. So all the sand from the seas and oceans will be coming towards the shore, and that will be formed as a layer. Layer by layer they are formed, they got deposited, and these got combined or they have been fixed with each other with the help of minerals. As we know, rock is made up of minerals. Without minerals, we can't say what kind of rock it is. So the clay, the mud, or the rocks, whatever are present, which are brought from the seas and oceans, will be formed as the layers. And these layers are combined, or they have concentrated with the help of these minerals. And these sedimentary rocks are used for different ways. The mud, rock or the clay will be brought from the seas and oceans, and they are formed as the layers. So these layers are called as sediments. Layers are called as sediments. And these layers are cemented by minerals. So these floating ice or the water brings all the sediments from the seas and oceans, and it forms as the layer. And the first type of sandstone, first type of sedimentary rock is the sandstone. Sandstone is a stone which has quartz in it. The other type of sedimentary rock is the shell. Shell, it is made up of clay and mud. Shell is made up of clay and mud. These clay and mud are piped together and they are combined by the minerals. Because of the mineral clay content, shell is used for making in bricks and the tiles. And the next type of sedimentary rock is the limestone. Limestone, it is made up of mineral called calcite. Limestones are used a lot. Limestone is commonly, it is made up of calcite. What is calcite? Calcite is a outer shell of the animal. Okay, according to the scientists, it was one of the part of the animals, but now it is no longer the part. So limestone is made up of calcite, and limestone it has many uses. Limestone is used for separating the pure ores from the mixture of the ores, and as well as it is used for making glasses and tiles. And limestone, this chalk is also made up of limestone. It is a soft limestone. So not only that, this was about the sedimentary rocks, different types of sedimentary rocks. Now these sedimentary rocks are not only used for construction in our day-to-day lives, but these are also used by scientists to study about the ancient plants and animals. This, as I said, sedimentary rocks are made up of the mud, clay carried by the water from the seas and the oceans. So there are some organisms which are extinct. Nowadays we can't find those animals, plants. Okay, for example, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are extinct. We can't find the dinosaurs, but still we are knowing about the dinosaurs because we have got the remains of their bones. Bones of dinosaurs were left. So the leftover things of ancient plants and animals is called as fossil. Remains and impression of ancient plants and animals that died long ago are called as fossils. Now the scientists are able to study about the dinosaurs by using their fossils. The fossil of the bones or the body are present inside, so they are collecting that and they are studying. So sedimentary rocks are not only the major rocks present on the earth's surface, but they are also used by scientists to study about the extinct organisms which died very long ago, but now we are able to study about them. That is because of the fossils. So prints will be left over on the sedimentary rocks. Scientists will collect that. That can be the bones, that can be the outer shell of the animals, or it can be only the fingerprints or whatever it may be. Those are present on the sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are brought to the laboratory and studied by the scientists. Students, your worksheet is to write what are rocks made up of. What are rocks made up of? That you have to write. What is slate commonly used for? Why do we use the slate? Write 2 uses of limestone. What are the 2 uses of limestone? Just now I have said you have to think and write. Go through the video thoroughly and properly. So in this lesson, in this part, we have discussed about what rocks are made up of, and the 2 types of rocks, that are igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks. And in detail we have discussed. So we have to learn about other type of rocks, which will be in the next part of this lesson. So complete your worksheet properly and go through the video thoroughly. Thank you. Bye-bye.